Hi, I'm Pastor Stephanie Lape from Cross and Crown Lutheran Church in Rancho Cucamonga, and I'm just checking in with you and seeing how you're doing. I don't think that everybody is experiencing this quarantine in the same way. I think that we might assume that everybody is feeling what we're feeling and going through what we're going through during this time. I think that what we're all experiencing is that it's just new, that it's something different. I think that for some people, anxiety is very high. I think that for others, sadness is very high. I think for some, anger is high. Anger at, why are my freedoms being curtailed? How come I can't go out and work as much as I used to, or go see my friends as much as I used to, or things like that. But some people like being homebodies and staying at home, and so they're doing okay. Others are, maybe the more extroverted people, are just chomping at the bit, trying to get out and wanting to get out and wanting more social interaction. Some people are very sick. I see on Facebook some friends of mine that are not people that I know in person, but people that I have come to see as part of a community through Facebook. I see a couple of them are very sick and really struggling with what that means, going through this virus and having to go through some recovery time and feeling some anxiety about that. I know some people in healthcare that are very worried and also are weary right now with what they're going through. I know some parents are having a difficult time either being afraid for their children or just frustrated trying to homeschool their kids. So I think that what people are going through is just different from person to person. I know for me, I'm still working probably more than I ever did, because and that goes for all clergy. I know there's really no such thing as a day off when you're going through a pandemic. I mean, people are still in need. There are still things to get done, and so I'm probably working twice as much as I normally have, which is fine. It's just the way it is. And also, I have some kind of emergency home repairs that I need to get done, so I'm just extremely busy, and then also trying to check in with family members and things like that. So some of us are very busy, others are very bored and don't have much to do. I think it's a really good time for us to dig deep and reach inside of ourselves, and if we consider ourselves a spiritual person, ask ourselves, where is God in all of this? Because it's new. Some of us are more busy than we used to be. Some of us are more bored than we used to be. Some of us are more anxious than we used to be. But I think for all of us, this is just very new. And so where do we see God here? Maybe we're used to asking, where do we see God in our former way of doing life? But where do we see God now? How is God showing up now? What is my relationship with God now? What is God asking of me? Is God asking me to be more gracious to other people that might be going through some anxiety? Is God asking me to be more careful and pulled in more? Is God asking me to reach out in social ways, even though we're physically distant, maybe calling people more? What is God asking of me right now? Is God asking of me to surrender, to trust? What is it for you? I think that this time gives us an opportunity, and it's fascinating that it's happening during Lent. Some people have joked, I know I was asked to fast from something for Lent, but this is ridiculous, giving up my job and my kids' school and my friends, my social time, and it is kind of funny because we are giving up a lot during these times, some more than others. I think of healthcare workers particularly giving up a lot right now. Children giving up their school and all of their community that they know, and it's a big deal for us. And also we're looking at issues of death and crisis and struggle, which is very Lent-y. This is like the most Lent-y Lent I think I've ever had in this way. So let's take this time as an opportunity to grow spiritually and say, where is God here? And what is God asking of me at this time? I hope you give yourself the time and the space to do that. God bless you. And if there's any way that I can be there for you at this time, reach out to me and just let me know. Thank you. Bye-bye.